Hey everyone, so I wanted to talk about dyspraxia and being a dyspraxic adult, as I've had a well and truly dyspraxic couple of days. This is what I call it anyway, when I'm tired and I'm really, really clumsy. So dyspraxia is actually an actual thing though. So apparently 1 in 10 adults are dyspraxic, and it basically means it's a motor skills disorder. And it basically means that you have a lack of spatial awareness, you're not very good at directions, you're quite clumsy, you're not very good at coordination or sometimes manual dexterity. Apparently some of the things is verbally all over the place, which maybe you guys think I am, but apparently according to my dyslexia and dyspraxia tutor, I'm strong verbally. Believe it or not, this is strong verbally. But other things, I lose things a lot. So I really annoyed myself in lockdown because I had no one to blame, because I was just on my own in lockdown at home and I was being really annoying with myself. I was knocking things over all the time, as I normally do. I break things all the time, like all the time. And it's amazing that I actually do all the dancing as well. But I think that's why I like belly dance, because it's improvised, because I can't do choreographies very well. It takes me forever to learn them. But yeah, and also tonight, as it's live, whilst recording this anyway, it's Super Chat, or if you're watching it back, you can also join me as a member for exclusive content as well on YouTube nowadays, as I did a little course with YouTube. And I just remembered. Yeah, I did. See, I'm all over the place today. So yeah, basically dyspraxia is this motor skills condition, but also it's really helpful getting a diagnosis if you think you might have dyspraxia or someone you know. So I didn't get one until I did my postgrad diploma at university in journalism, and I'm actually dyslexic as well, as it was found out, and I'm rubbish at jigsaws and Lego and stuff, and apparently I've got something like the brain of a 7-year-old when it comes to jigsaws. But at the same time, with dyslexia, it's great because you have a spiked profile, so you're really good at some things and then really bad at others. Whereas dyspraxia is just a bit annoying and frustrating because it doesn't mean that you have a spiked profile. You just like weak in a lot of different areas. So like driving a car, I find really, really stressful because I have no spatial awareness, so I can't tell what's around me and what's not. And I just find it quite anxiety provoking. And also just remembering, so I must have had nearly 300 driving lessons before I passed my test. And I'm still not a very confident driver because I just have no sense of spatial awareness at all. I'm always tripping up, knocking over drinks. So to give an example, yesterday I ran ironically to meet one of my friends who is a dyslexia and dyspraxia tutor. I'll put a vlog that I did with her below actually, because she was my dyslexia and dyspraxia tutor. Now we're really good friends. And I jogged to her, dropped my credit card somewhere on the way. Well, my cash card, I don't have a credit card. Dropped that, so I lost that, so I had to cancel that. So I jogged back, then jogged there again because I had to cancel my card. And then I've also managed to break my MacBook at the moment. My keyboard for my iPad, so that's not working. And then today I lost my phone for a long period of time. Thought I'd lost that. My phone's partially broken because it's been smashed at the front. Oh, and also because I've been filming from home, so I've got loads of cool gadgets that my friend who's been filming has lent me. GoPro 360 and Rode mic, and also this is what I use, Joby. But everything I use gadget wise needs to be like super durable because I am just so clumsy and I don't even mean it. That's what's annoying. And before I was filming, so people might look at me on social and think, oh, she's got it together, I knocked over a protein shake all over the floor, which is gross. If you've knocked it all over the floor, protein shake, it's like the worst thing. And then also I have, so because I sometimes coach social media online, it's a running joke with my online students because I'm always knocking my coffee over. And yeah, I just fling my arms everywhere, but apparently that is also a sign of dyspraxia. And also, I look like Phoebe from Friends, if you ever watch Friends, when I'm running. And you can, by the way, you can super chat me, and it gives you a sticker as well. Yeah, so I just basically am a bit of a walking disaster, and I find that once I've done one thing in my day, then it just has this like knock-on effect, where I just start to lose everything because I've become clumsier, and then I've knocked something else over. Yeah, it's just one of those days or weeks or months or years, just basically my dyspraxic life. But it does really help getting the diagnosis, because then you become more aware and you can kind of laugh at yourself a bit more. Maybe I am just a bit clumsy and dizzy sometimes, but then sometimes it just like makes you to be like, helps you to be kinder on yourself as well, because you're like, oh well, that's probably a dyspraxic trait. So like my sense of directions are appalling. Like I could go into a toilet and walk out and forget where I've come from or how to even get out of the toilet. I won't even tell you how many times I've walked into a mirror because I've just been confused, or my brain gets distracted on one thing and then I go on the other. But I have the beauty addition even of dyslexia as well. But like I say, that's a bit better because it's a spiked profile. So you're really bad at some things, but then really good at others. Mahaba, hey, how are you all? I hope you're doing well. I'd love to know if there's any fellow dyspraxics or dyslexics out there. Apparently dyspraxia isn't diagnosed as much as dyslexia and ADHD and other kind of disorders like that, but it's really helpful because there's a lot of like different techniques you can do, or just avoid situations. So I try not to drive as much as possible, because I'm not very good at it, and it provokes a lot of anxiety. And also I'm never going to be a map reader. Like I did the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which is like a navigation outdoors skills award, and I thought I'd go for the gold award, and I had to get a taxi back because I'd never used a compass and my brain does not have the space. But I honestly think with every genius mind is a tincture of madness, and I kind of replace the genius with creative mind because I'm definitely creative and I have to have this tincture of madness, I believe anyway. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you and your experiences of dyspraxia or dyslexia. I'm really interested in ADHD because I keep coming across that a lot as well. But anyway, sending you lots of peace, lots of love, and lots of shimmies. I will be doing more live vlogs, because I know people also really like you can't ride or push a bike. Oh really? Is that because of dyspraxia? Stuff like that I take ages to learn as well, and once I've got it I'm all right, but then yeah, I'll still be clumsy and fall off, and it's amazing I've not injured myself more than I have. And actually I'm a bit bizarre, I'm okay when I'm dancing, but again I can't do the choreography, I have to do improvised, whereas I lose myself in improvised dance, but trying to put my brain into a choreography just does not work at all. But it's good to know your strengths and weaknesses, and to be able to laugh about them as well. And there's all sorts of support you can get. So like I had a study tutor in the UK. There's like access to work, so you might need equipment, or like a work or study tutor. There's loads of things, there's loads of support networks out there, Dyspraxia Foundation and whatnot. And I just think knowledge is power. Sometimes it's really good to know. So I'm going to leave you on that quote, knowledge is power. So send you so much peace, so much love, hopefully not a lot of clumsiness, and lots of shimmies. And as I say, if you'd like more lives, do let me know. And also on what topics and whatnot. I'll happily just ramble on forever. But I do love to hear from you at Mama May Blog across social media. Bye.